Anyway, these are, I got two new ones and one somewhat old one. This first one's called Dedicated. For so long, I defended a territory freely chosen, belonging to me. One day my borders were attacked by chance, by circumstance, by hostility, by reality, by growing older, by growing bolder. All I could muster to defend the old regime was mutiny, replacing an undistinguished cluster of futility with a sanctuary for myself, a way for me to be me. Dedicated to pleasing others leaves one dead. Inside you're eaten up, tossed aside, like chicken bones accumulating curbside at late night wings. Phoenixes arise out of ashes on a regular basis when they notice they have the gift of flight and can wingspan to other places not foreordained by destiny. For so long, I defended a territory that held me to the ground. This is a kind of short one. It's called I Don't Suppose. I don't suppose you get an accurate picture of me if you saw my photograph. I don't suppose what I say in person completely reflects who I am as a person. I don't suppose most people have the time to get to know me, and I don't go out of my way to be known. I don't suppose it matters to anyone except those nearby who stay close without questioning why. I don't suppose I must always make myself understood, but the few who try may be rewarded on occasion. And I'm going to get a little bit lighter. This poem's called Flux. A great philosopher once strolled onto a craggy promontory overlooking the vast ocean. He became captivated by the fluid language of the sea, noticing the turbulence touch the distant longing inside of his being, its waves moving throughout the bedrock of his body. For many years he stared outward, contemplating the laws of nature, solving the equations that held everything together for him, only to find a missing variable once again. There was something he couldn't see, so the sage spent even more hours with the solitude of the deep, becoming older and saltier, immune to the foibles and concerns of common men. The wise one failed to notice the beach had eroded measurably. His lookout post was barely above sea level any longer, and his ankles were already submerged during high tides. He didn't even feel the ocean spray splashing against his brow with its lather, because of his heroic quest to understand everything intellectually. The storm clouds this one particular day looked quite ominous, but he alone, did not believe in omens. He strolled out onto the rocks, as was his habit, shunning emotions only felt by the weak. For a moment, the sea seemed to hold its breath and all was calm. An instant later, a giant wave crashed down onto the beach, knocking the thinker over and pulling him back into the sea. He managed to tread water back to shore, where he made it to his feet. He had a triumphant look on his face and raised his fists in the air, shouting, "I finally figured it out." So overjoyed with the discovery was he, that he stood motionless on the beach, entranced by hubris, his back to the water. Once again he made a slight miscalculation, and didn't observe the even bigger wave behind him that swallowed him whole, his great insight finally sinking in to the depths without a trace. All right, thank you everyone. Thanks for coming out. Thanks to Larry and Charles for being the featured readers. Thanks for everybody who participated in the open mic. And hope to see you again soon.